can mindfulness benefit us in our professional life? I think the most important benefit, which I have also experienced, is the ability to pay attention. Right now, what is happening is there are so many distractions. Friends, you don't notice, but we check our phones more than 100 times a day, which means now imagine you're engrossed in doing something and your phone is continuously sending you notifications and you're going back and forth with your attention. That's not very healthy, because every time we disconnect from something that we are engrossed with, what happens is the brain requires 2x more power to come back into the same flow. So mindfulness helps us to manage this wandering mind and not give in to our impulses. One of my team members shared this experience with me. She used to use 2 phones and she said, Nitin, when I started practicing mindfulness, the benefit that happened was I started becoming more aware of how many times I keep checking my phone, and sometimes even when it's not necessary. But this was happening out of her awareness. The moment she started becoming aware of it, the unwanted usage of phone reduced. In fact, 1 phone went on silent throughout the day. Now what she could do is, where her attention was scattered all over the place, she could now bring it back to the present moment by also reducing the clutter that was affecting her productivity. So the first thing is, when we improve our attention, we become more productive. Anything that we want to do with a certain kind of quality, the basic requirement is that we must be completely involved in it. Our attention must be in the present moment, and people call this as a state of flow. Mindfulness can help us develop a state of flow. The second important benefit that I find is self-regulation. We work in virtual teams. Some of us have not even seen or met our team members for a long time because they're in a different country or a different city. We mostly communicate through our emails, which means all these scenarios give us enough chance to misinterpret communication, and not just misinterpret, we also sometimes have misleading emotions due to misinterpretations. But when we self-regulate ourselves, which a mindfulness practice, a regular practice can develop, we can let go of these interpretations and these arising emotions and have a regulated response, which means our communication can be with more awareness, and it can actually prevent damage and perceptions that build up in teams and all these conflicts that arise out of that. Once we self-regulate, we have a chance to reappraise the situation. The other day when I was in a meeting, and I could see that I was disagreeing with one of my colleagues, and again this restlessness, anger coming up. Now before I responded, I recognized that I am not in the optimum state to respond. And this recognition did not take a very long time. It just took a few moments. The moment I recognized, I could self-regulate and then again get back into the listening process. While I was still not in complete confirmation of what the other person was saying, I could give a regulated response. So this can prevent a lot of damage, friends. We don't recognize it, how these little moments then start spiraling into conflicts and disagreements, and then they bloat up. The third benefit that I think mindfulness can bring to workspaces is better cohesion, better coordination, better relationships. I firmly believe we cannot get constructive, creative work done together if we are not connected with each other. What hampers these connections? Again, misinterpretations, some baggage from the past. I have done so many team building workshops where first complaint or the first problem that I've heard with teams is politics. People work in silos. People don't listen to each other. Why? Because the relationships are strained with all these baggages from the past, misinterpretations and all of that. Conflicts are unavoidable. When we work in a group, they will happen. But mindfulness helps us to look deeper within these conflicts. It also gives us the courage to go and talk to our team member rather than talking about them to somebody else. For example, a few months ago, I had a strong conflict with my colleague. As soon as the conflict was over, now if I am not aware, I could start justifying my own position. I could start seeing that, or saying or proving myself that how I was correct and the other person was wrong. But when the conflict was over, the event was over, rather than going through all of this, I recognized my contribution to the conflict. The moment I recognized my contribution, I also had the courage to go and apologize. When I apologized, the reaction from the other side was still very strong. Now, this is also a point to recognize not how I am right and the other person is wrong, but to recognize that maybe the damage on the other side is deeper and we need to give some time. However, with persistence, with this mindfulness, and with the ability or the willingness to deal with whatever is arising, the conflict did not last long, and I'm still working with that colleague in a harmonious way. So this awareness, this ability to drop our judgments that we have formed, this ability to reset our perception about the other person, can go a long way in developing healthy relationships. And people enjoy coming to work not because they want to take the share price of the company to the next level, but because they love working with their colleagues. They love working in that environment. And this environment can be harnessed on a day-to-day basis with this mindful awareness of how we show up into our relationships in connection to others. And if these practices become a part of our life, then it has a ripple effect in every other area of our life also, which I very strongly believe. Thank you very much.